What's going on, YouTube? Once again, Preds Fan 89 here. I wanted to come on and make a video after the first couple games of the Preds Coyotes series. Last night's game was not what any Preds fan would have liked for. Kind of had a rough first game where we kind of carried the play for the last half of the game. They kind of got some fortuitous bounces, which they've kind of gotten the last couple games. I don't want to take anything away from the Coyotes, but they've gotten a couple lucky bounces or fortuitous bounces. I won't say lucky. I don't feel like anything's real lucky in hockey. But I just wanted to come on and make a short vid on what I think we got to do to get better and the keys to, winning the next two games here at home. I'll be going to the game, and I think it's key. We got to win both games here, and possibly three straight. There's no reason why we can't. We're a good enough team to beat the Yotes. There's no reason why we shouldn't have won both games. Some of the mistakes I see us making, way too many defensive turnovers. I was kind of getting stoked because in the first round our defense was doing so well and our power play struggled. Well, now they've kind of swapped places here in the second round, and our power play has really kind of come on and doing fairly well, our special teams in general. And then our defense is kind of slipping. So I know Trotzy kind of like switched up the lines. I believe it's like Klein and Yossi and Gill, and I don't know who. Maybe he's got Bouillon with him. I'm not too sure. But I thought the Gill and Yossi line did great when they were together, and the Klein and Bouillon line did well. And I don't know why he switched that up. I'm not sure, but I don't really think that's the best way to go. So we'll see what happens in this game 3. Some other mistakes. I mean, our defense just is not helping Rene out a lot. I mean, I'd see it in the first and second game. We'd be, have a lot of offensive zone time, and we'd let them come down the ice once, and we'd let them have like an excellent scoring chance. We wouldn't really do anything about keeping them to the outside like we would against the Detroit series. And I mean, this team's good. I said it in the videos before we started the series. The Coyotes are good, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be beating them. Like, I believe we're a better team. We just got to show it, and I hope that the Preds don't prove me wrong. Another big thing, I know I've said it in previous videos, but our defense, we got to get a lot nastier. And by nastier, I mean when they come in the zone, they need to be, other teams come into our zone, they need to be paying a price. I mean, you look at teams, I know they're out now, but Boston, you look at teams like the Blues, teams like that, you come into their zone and someone is going to lay a check on you. You're going to pay a price for coming in the zone. And I just feel like we don't do that enough, like they'll score a goal on us and then we'll start hitting, or something will happen where we're like, oh, we do got to really get on our horses now, then we'll start hitting. We need to be making their forwards and whoever comes on our zone pay a price each and every time they come into the zone, because that's how you're going to wear out opposing teams' forwards and defensive players coming in the zone. And I mean, we got the personnel to do it. We got Gill, Gostad. I mean, Gill can tire people out. I understand, they got a little rust coming off. He was injured for a while, and we did finish sooner in the first round than anyone else. But we've always had a problem with the more time we have off. We always have a longer period than we should have, or most teams do, of getting back on our horse and getting back into the speed of the game. But I feel like our guys, like they just kind of waltz in and pass around. And, if you watch the Coyotes, as soon as you come into the zone, bam, 2 people are right on you. And I'm not saying we don't play the same defensive scheme as they do, but we need to be getting a lot nastier, like I said, and taking some bodies and, really wearing this team down. Because, they're going to have a lot in the tank left, in games to come, if we're not really taking it to them in a physical manner. Also, our forwards, we're getting the chances. People were saying, oh, it's going to be low scoring. You can't really score on Smith or Rene. We've beaten Smith. We're like, and like I said, I don't want to take anything away from the Yotes. You look at the majority of the goals they've scored on Rene this series, they're not, the shot is just beating Rene. It's like there's people all on top of Rene, or it's like a pass that bounces off our guy right to a person, and Rene's already moved into position because the puck was moving one way. It ricochets off our guy and goes right to the guy that passed it. There's nothing he can do about that. We've beaten Smith straight up, clean, shots beating him. So we can beat him. We've shown that. We just got to bury our chances. When we get chances, make sure that we're capitalizing on them, or at least making them work to save it. I don't really got much else. Game 3, like I said, I'll be there. We gotta bring up the physical play. Our defense needs to step it up and be a lot more disciplined. So many turnovers. I mean, they scored 2 of their goals the other night off giveaways, and I feel like if we clean that up, play more physical, and Pex will do the rest. And there's no, like I said, we got should not even be a thing for us. Yeah, like I said, I hope the Preds can prove me right about saying how good we are. I mean, I feel like we got a legitimate shot, and we should be beating this team. So I hope we can turn it around and get to playing Preds hockey again. That's all I got. As always, shout out to any hockey fans out here on YouTube. Big shout out to any Preds fans. I guess I will give a shout out to another YouTube channel, which is really good, to any Preds fans. If you haven't heard of it, or it's a lot better channel than mine. It's a lot more official, but it's called On the Forecheck, and I think the guy's name is Dick Hogue or Bill Hogue or something like that does the things, but he's got a lot of good videos on there, and he keeps you current with a lot of like current events in the Preds organization, players, injuries, et cetera, et cetera. So look him up, subscribe, like his videos. I'm sure he can use the support as like me. If you like the video, just press the like button, or leave me a comment. I'm always down to discuss hockey, not just Preds, with anyone. So yeah, peace out and enjoy the rest of the playoffs, guys.